Are you a good person? Or are you afraid of being rejected, of setting boundaries, of letting people know your limits? That's what we're going to talk about today. As usual, to my returning viewers, welcome back. I am so happy to have you guys here again. And if I can ask for a small favor, if you can like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel if it's resonating with you. This so we can get out of that new channel stage and spread to as many people who need this as possible. And then to my new viewers watching, welcome. My name is Esteban, and I help guide and mentor individuals rediscover who they truly are by peeling back the stories and the loop cycles that we get caught in that leave us feeling stressed, anxious, paranoid, fear of failure, fear of sabotage, loss of self and identity. All these things that inadvertently, if unmet and unchallenged and rewritten, will shape your destiny. This one is close to home because she's probably not watching this video, to be honest with you, but my mother-in-law, so my wife's mom, but you guys already knew that. She is a good person, a very good person, puts other people's needs ahead of her own, always is there for you, gives you emotional support and comfort, but it has a dark side. That dark side is complete self-abandonment. You forego your own needs, your own wants, your own desires for everybody else. Oftentimes, this starts from a healthy place. You're a mother. You are there to care for your children, show them love and compassion as you should. Or you're a father doing the same thing, love and compassion and encouragement. But perhaps somewhere along the line, something happened. Maybe a traumatic event, maybe a near-death experience. And that heightened state of arousal, fight, flight, or freeze, locked in a story. The story could be, I worry about losing them again. And so therefore, I want to just give them everything to keep them around, to keep them happy so they do not leave my nest. Or it could be, growing up, that you were loved and given affection only if you were useful, productive, a contributor to the household. And therefore, this left an imprint, a narrative. And the narrative forms values. I am worthy if I do this. I'm scared they're going to leave, so I need to do this. People will leave unless you fill in the blank. Those set values create the identity. And the identity will shape everything. Will shape who you become. And it will dictate where you go, what you do, what you say, unless we challenge it, unless we confront it. We make space for it. And I'm not saying this so that you can be angry about it. Because anger and rejection and frustration is not going to help peel back the story. The way we want to approach the inner work is the hero stance, as I call it. Curiosity, adventure, love, compassion, and a firm hand, in order to reflect inwardly and actually make it something productive rather than something self-abusing. But if we circle back, what is a solution that we can do today? Because today I think of this video more of a call to action to those out there who are losing their sense of self through putting other people's needs ahead of them. And then because of that, you are now attracting the individuals who, in their own stories, feel they need someone to take care of all their needs, to take care of what they want, to give them what they're looking for in that very moment because their needs were unmet. And now you are the catalyst for that. But that is not fair to you. This beautiful spirit, this beautiful light that you have, that you want to give without anything in return, to be tarnished. Because when you can actually set the boundaries, it's not going to restrict who you are. It's actually going to magnify who you are because you're no longer putting energy towards that internal conflict. You're no longer putting energy towards people who try to take too much away from you. And that drains you. And now you have to talk your way into it. You have to waste energy. But instead, if we set healthy boundaries. Now, depending on your life circumstance, those boundaries can vary. Perhaps instead of, let's say, having your phone ready 24/7 for anything people need, you give yourself a window. Maybe you tell yourself from this time to this time, I'm available to help you. Outside of that, that is my time. Or perhaps you say to yourself, if I'm in a conversation, I start to feel this individual is encroaching on my boundary and they're becoming a little bit too aggressive and they're getting angry. By the way, what you'll start to notice, as a quick side note, people will start to get angry when you set boundaries. But that's not a reflection of how you're now a bad person. That's just a reflection of how they are no longer able to manipulate you. And often people don't mean to, it's just they build comfort around it. You have become their comfort zone, that they can go to you and you'll do anything. So really be mindful that when they do that, that is not a reflection of you. That is more a reflection of them. But if someone is encroaching on your space, saying things you don't like to hear, and you know internally that signal that says, I don't like how this person's speaking to me, you can exit the conversation. You can say, we can return back when we change the way we're speaking to each other because I am not liking how this is going. This is not moving in a productive direction. This is not deepening our relationship. This is actually splitting it. Spitting. I tend to get very passionate about this particular topic because this was part of my life too. It wasn't so much I did things for other people. It was more so that I turned myself into this performer, this person who can succeed and do all these great things so that people can accept me. To be the funny person so people can want to be around me. And we think that by completely having no boundaries to it, no limitations, that it's actually going to magnify, but it doesn't, right? It just drains you. And so I really want that, I'm turning back to that because it's something super important that we don't really believe, but when you actually set the boundaries is when you can really now aim that beautiful spirit, that beautiful soul, and concentrate it and actually make more impact in the world. When you know how to aim it, you have a limited amount of focus energy. You have a limited amount. And so decide today that by setting these guardrails, it's going to actually channel that focus, that light, into a laser that can cut through metal. And something really important to know as well is that by understanding the story that you live by and understanding the narrative of what you live by is going to really peel back and open up what it is that's been dictating your life. We will go our whole lives feeling that all this is fate, when in some form it is, because we set it. And we work every single day to either prove it right or prove it wrong. But you have an opportunity today to peel back the narrative and see that you are not this good person because you let people walk all over you, because you let people just boss you around and drain your energy so that they can have their needs met. But instead, you're an individual that chooses where to focus that energy. No longer a puppet of the people around you, but instead this giver, but this giver that knows rules and that has teeth. you need to show some teeth. It's very important. And like I said, I have family who fall in this category. And until they show teeth, it won't change. And so you have to say, no, I'm not doing that today. I need my break. You're a big girl. You're a big boy. You can take care of it. I'm exhausted. I need to reset. When you say that, I will promise you, you will feel such power within you, you won't know what to do with it. You're going to feel a rush of adrenaline, a rush of excitement that you broke out of that mold. Now, this is something as a final note. This is the most important thing. When we have a story and a narrative, the complexes that we have within us and below the unconscious mind, where we can't see how it operates, but it exists. When you form yourself into a frame, the good person who does everything that other people ask you to do, that forms a gravitational pull. So when you try to split away from it, when you start to set boundaries and say no and put your needs first sometimes, that is going to try to pull you back in. You're going to feel its gravitational pull. Really important to know that when that begins to happen, don't fight it, don't reject it, don't deny and be angry at it. It's just simply trying to protect you, and it's trying to say, this is outside our norm. This is our comfort zone. I'd rather be predictably uncomfortable than have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm going to feel. But believe me, if you get over that hump, when you feel that gravitational pull, don't engage with it. Just let it come and go. Let that initial hit come in. And then eventually it will pass. And as you repeat this process, as you ground this new individual, this rewritten story, the giver, the ultimate giver, who has boundaries, who has limits, you will eventually transfer over and peel back that story, no longer feel that gravitational pull as powerful anymore. It'll still resurface every once in a while, but its power will be diminished. And you will be a newfound person. But not someone you haven't been, but someone you already are. If you want a deeper breakdown as to how stories control our lives and inadvertently dictate your destiny, you want to see a full breakdown? Click right here to watch more. And of course, if you want to work with me personally, or if you want to go deeper into my work, I got a free guide down below, first link, or you can work with me one-on-one with the second link down below. It'll be my pleasure to share space with you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.